We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland.
Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I can give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. That a 92-yard kick return. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Point after, right down the middle.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by their new quarterback, first-year signal caller out of South Carolina.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
They run again on first down. Peterson. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Ready.
Rattler wants to throw it. That's complete to Palmer.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. To the right side, he's got Vele. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. 2nd down and 4.
Ready.
To the air is Rattler.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Here's Rattler.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
T. Higgins
from 4 yards out.
And the Steelers drive it right down the field to score on their opening drive.
Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Johnson jostles free.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski.
They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Wilson.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Travis Kelce, 37 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
A try here for the extra point. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here we go.
Rattler from the gun, 3rd down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return, Johnson runs through the contact. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing is Rattler.
Here's a screen to Powell. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Now Rattler.
He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And that is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what?
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
The Steelers send out their punter now, standing right around the midfield stripe. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The Browns now going to take over late in this first half.
Now Wilson.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Wilson.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
This is caught at the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. So we've hit it. You sure you're ready for the 3rd quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Ready.
Again, Peterson.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Okay.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's got some space here.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll look to throw for it with Rattler. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So on fourth down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Austin. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Russell Wilson. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder roll.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Come on, set.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man, it's Palmer. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Ready, go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Down. Ready.
2nd and 6. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he will slide down with a good gain.
On the ball. On the ball.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Here is 3rd down and 4. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A first down carry for Barkley. Muscling free near the 40. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it again with Barkley. Pushing through the contact. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Up the middle with Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and goal from the 1. Barkley diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy.